Hi, it's Stephen here from Sound of an Ocean Wave, and this is day 20 of the February daily draws. So as we close out the week and approach the weekend, let's see what message we get. And I'll be taking the first card from the Gilded Royale, followed by an oracle card from the Seasons of the Witch Imbolc Oracle. So let's choose our first card and get the reading underway. Okay, here we go. The Three of Wands. To me, this is the anticipation, the expectancy card. We're expecting results. We're expecting our efforts to gain fruit, to bear fruit, to come to fruition, to bring reward in, bring in the to bring back something from the energy that we've put in. We've chosen our path and our intentions when we had the Two of Wands, and now we're waiting for that decision and the action we took as a result of that. We're waiting now for our ship to come in. We're waiting, we've sent the energy out and we're waiting for it to return with whatever it comes back with. And we're confident that we've done all that we can. We've put in the best effort that we could. So we're just waiting to see what those efforts bring. So we have an air of confident expectation of incoming results and growth in our lives through our efforts, through the energy we've put into things. And sometimes that's all we can do. We can do our best. We can put the energy in. We can be confident that in due time the results may come in. But there may be a waiting period from putting the energy out there and it achieving something back. It may not be an overnight thing. We may have to wait. So we always, we need to be aware that that may be the case. And the other thing here is that how long do we wait? Do we wait and obsessively look out every second of the day to just until it happens? Well, I would say not. I would say that we don't do that, because that shows a lack of confidence in our efforts. If we've actually got to physically stand and watch, we're sort of micromanaging it, and we're eagerly looking to see if the results are coming. But if we are confident that we've done what we can and we've put the energy out there, we should just be able to rest assured that it will bear the fruit it needs to, and it will come back to us in the appropriate time. And we just have to let things take their natural course. Of course, that's easier said than done. And it's natural for us to be wanting to see every stage of, is it here yet? How far is it left to go? Has it worked? Is it working? But that questioning puts a bit of a doubt upon that assuredness, that confident expectancy. So if we can avoid doing that, and as I said, it's easier said than done, but if we can avoid doing that, instead of standing there looking in, looking at the situation obsessively, waiting for something to change, just get on with other things that we've got to do. confident that what we've done so far will bear result. And then when we feel, I mean, we can check in from time to time to see if there's any sign, but not obsessively, just when giving a moment, when we have a moment, having done all our other responsibilities and things in life, living out our daily lives just the same, and seeking new things to do. And we may begin to see signs of incoming results. And maybe that's where we need to pay a bit more attention, when we get the first signs of things coming in. But until then, just we need to trust in ourselves and in the universe and the energetic, to and fro of how these things work. We need to trust in that. And at the end of the day, there's nothing more we can do, because we've done, up to that point, we've done everything we can do, and it's now out of our hands, and we just have to see what happens anyway. No amount of, obsessive oversight is going to change anything. In fact, it's just going to make us more insecure. So, as I say, it's easier said than done, but this is the approach that perhaps this card is saying we need to take. We may have reached a point now through the week, we've done things, and now we just need to trust that those will have an effect, those will, it will bear fruit, but maybe not immediately, and we just need to go about our daily business, find other things to do to put our energy into, and wait for results and achievements to come in that will enrich our lives, help us to grow and to move forward. The waiting period, though, is always the hardest when we do these things. But what this card is saying is hang in there, trust in the process. It will happen. Something will happen as a result of what you've put into the situation. Okay, let's see which oracle card we get to go with that. River rocks. The winding river, and how the flow of the river can go one way or the other, and it goes around the rocks and over the rocks, and its route can be shaped by the rocks, but also the flow of the river smooths out and shapes the rocks themselves. And this process is we influence the flow by our actions, and the flow of the energy also influences and changes us. So it says, go with the current. Find peace in letting go. Let life wash over your soul and welcome your becoming. So find peace in letting go. Once there comes a release, a letting go of what you've done, what you've put out there. Let it go. Let the current of energy flow where it may. And find peace in just letting it go, and let life just wash over you. Let life just happen. I'm not saying, when I say that, I mean you've already had an active role in it, and you continue to have an active role in it by going and doing other things. So I'm not saying that you should just stand idly by, but go with the flow of it. Don't worry about where it's going. It will naturally flow how it needs to flow. and don't go against that. Don't, cooperate with that flow, natural flow. And that's where the peace is. So let go of whatever it is you've done and trust that all the things will come back to you at the right time in the right way. And that is the message of the cards today. Okay, so that's today's message. I'll be back tomorrow with day 21. Until then, thank you for listening. Take care, everyone, and I'll see you all again very soon. Okay, bye-bye.